Alright, so today we're gonna go through the moon and the earth, and specifically the earth or the moon's orbit around the earth. We will also go through the two interactions that can happen between the earth and the moon, and we'll also later go through how the earth is orbiting our sun. That is a pretty interesting topic. So the two different interactions that can occur is the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. The lunar eclipse is when the earth is completely shadowing the moon. That means when the earth is completely covering the moon, so the moon doesn't get any sunlight at all. And then we have the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse is when the sun, or the moon rather, is completely covering the light of the sun. So none of the light that comes from the sun can reach the earth, and this only happens one time every 4th year or something like that. It's very rare to see. On a side note though, the moon is also important to this. So the moon takes 27.3 days to orbit around the earth. And you might also ask, what is an orbit? I never heard of an orbit. So the definition of an orbit is a curved path of a celestial object or spacecraft around a star, planet, or moon. Specifically a periodic elliptical revolution. And this is taken from the Oxford Dictionary. So you might be thinking of, oh, what is a celestial object? Well, a celestial object is like a sun, or a planet, or a moon, or something to that effect. So last but not least, we're gonna go through how the earth is orbiting our sun in our solar system. And it is pretty straightforward. It is also an elliptical, not a complete circle. But the different thing here is that it's not always coming back to the same position. So if we say that here's the sun, and the earth is orbiting around this way, now the orbit is not going to be the same, because we have the 3-dimensional plane as well. So it's probably going to go something like this, and when it comes back it's probably going to go this, and it's never going to come back to the exact same position. And as you can see, it's pretty hard to explain why this is doing this. But one reason is that because we are in a galaxy that is also moving around, and the sun has to move around with the galaxy, and that is why it kind of moves outstretched if you look at the bigger picture. But I can't really do that right now since I'm limited. So guys, that is all I had today. Hope you learned something new, and space is pretty exciting. Science!